Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is January 30th, 2025. It is a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. Without further ado, let's get going because there is a lot to go through today. It was a lot more than I expected, but we're at the end of a collab, so you know what that means. We got an event coming up. But before that, let's talk about the new Gozetsu quest. We've got Germ as a new enemy here, and I think the art looks really nice. They got the virus theme really going nicely here. You got all the fungus and I'm sure just plaguey stuff going around there. So pretty cool looking enemy. We'll have to see how difficult this character is in 2 weeks. It is debuting on a Tuesday, which we'll talk about why that's on a Tuesday in a little bit. But it'll be an interesting battle for sure. So 2 weeks for Germ. But they also announced a new Guardian Beast. We're gonna get Mushika here. This is the mouse you can see on Ganesha's character profile. So let's take a look at and see what he can do for us as a Guardian Beast. He is directly going to increase the active monster's power by X%. At level 1, it's 15%. At level 10, it'll be 50%. Now, that is interesting because this is not only going to increase their attack, but increase their bump combos. Question is for how long. But this could be, really game-breaking pinpoint situations where you want to either blow past a gauge or you need just to do that one hint of big damage to get past this painful gimmick for the stage. Very interesting, and the requirements is not too bad, to be honest. All you have to do is kill 10 enemies and this is active. So that is an ability or requirement that any stage essentially you can clear. I can't imagine you don't clear 10 enemies before reaching a boss. That would be really, really weird. Even the easy stages would have enough mobs to hit that. So we'll see. But pretty cool. But of course, that does mean you have to do grinds for those shards. So don't miss out on them. Scramble Universe is spelled universe wrong for some reason. The third season here, the Sanzu season, is now going to start. It'll start on the 4th of February and last until the end of March. Hopefully you've been active on that. I've gotten enough to get the SS again at least. Here are new stages. Every time the featured monster will have their own stage, which I gotta admit the Masamune stage last time was pretty difficult. I kind of shied away from it a little bit, but I got Nirai Kanai, which is interesting. I haven't touched that in a long time, and I forget who the third one is, but there is a new feature that is added to the Scramble universe, and that is the solo play mode. You can go to hit that blue button, and you can just want to play by yourself at any time, any stage that you want, and you can now play against 7 CPUs. To just get used to the battle, which is pretty nice, to be honest. I will probably take advantage of that to at least see which one I can get consistent with. It's always a question with all the different pre-made parties. As has been the case in the last seasons, you get points. You will be going up the ranks with respect to those points that you get, and if you can get to 4,500, you'll get that lovely SS rank. Once you complete or once the season begins, you will be dunked. I think it was like 2 ranks down from your previous stage. Let's see. Oh, okay, it'll be 6 individual ranks down from how you ended. So if you started on SS, I believe that'll push you to 8 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess A then. So yeah, you don't have to grind as hard. Which is always nice because going through all this is a little bit painful sometimes. The rewards, once again, we get a title saying, hey, you completed the Sanzu season, and you also get a cool border for your, for you. And yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. But you do have to use the title there, which, of course, since I've got my boat title, not really gonna change that. And as is the case with the last season, we started to get coins based on your completions. You could exchange those coins for goods. You also get a nice scroll. You get a ticket. Of course, they are gated by how many coins you use ahead of time. And of course, the Striker's card, which if Sanzu's your character, then don't miss out on that. All right, we have version 29.2 coming, and that update will happen on February 4th, so stay tuned. That's not too far away. Now, this is a pretty good update. I feel like I've run into this trap a few times when you're making your team and you're like, oh, dang it, what was the team I was making for? And of course, just because a monster is ranked on the top doesn't mean they're actually, fully prepped for that stage, right? Like, that Lucy there, right? She's strong, but you probably don't want four of her if none of them can have mobility in this stage. So that's something you want to watch out for, and so that button will now be accessible while you are making your party as well, and I am quite happy about that, to be honest. This one, I mean, it's nice if you have enough friends and you want to categorize them a little bit better. You can now make friend parties, I guess, and just basically ID them with a suit there, heart, diamond, club, or spade, and you can even name those groups if you want. So if that's something you like and you have enough friends and you care to group them up, you can now do that. This one is a big change, and I understand they had a dev come on screen, or at least a representative of the dev side, to talk about what they did here. And this is an interesting change that now stages will have this icon on stages that you have not cleared yet, and they will have information on, based on what your box state is right now, could you clear this stage? Do you have the characters that will help you clear this stage? Now, this is complicated, and I'm sure they said on stream that they took a year plus to get this done. And I believe them, because you've got to have a lot of confidence with what this system is going to say with a given box for a given stage. Because not only do you not want to mislead people by saying, hey, you are a double circle, you have the characters to do this, versus giving them the skull and bones with the warning mark, scaring off people from playing the stage. You want to give them a chance to try. And so what is the happy medium for that single circle in the middle, right? Like, there's technically a fourth status here, and that's in between where the circle and the skull and bones, where it's just like, well, we can't really say either way. So I am curious to see how this is going to work. But this is important that this is only going to be available on quests that you have never cleared before, right? If you've cleared it, you've got something to clear it. So there's nothing to worry about. But that's very interesting. Very interesting. I am really interested to see what it says on, some of the more difficult stages that I haven't cleared. Is it just, and it could be discouraging, because it'll be like, yeah, you know what? You've got the box, but that PS, player skill, not there. Or it's just like, no, you know what? Really, you are not in a state to clear the stage. Gotcha more? I don't know. Or at least it calls out what stages you need to watch out for when people say, hey, this is a monster that is perfect for the stage. Oh, okay. I'll try for you a little bit more. But just a preview on where you can see the iconage happening. You've got the event area, you've got the library, you've got the abyss, you've got the castle, and of course you will be able to see those icons on the quest type selection screen on the main page there. Interesting to note that not all of the quests in the event page will have it, especially lower difficulty. They even said some of the Chokyu stages won't have it either. But interesting to see where they will go. But of course, like I said earlier, once you clear a quest, the icon is removed because it doesn't apply to you. And also there is a base limit, because if the game has noticed that you have cleared at least 2 or more of the newly released Gozetsus or Reizetsus in the last year, then you will never see the skull and bones icon, because the game will now say, you know what, you are already in a state where you can complete the highest difficulty. Then it really doesn't matter what your box state is. You probably have the right tools already to clear this somehow, I guess. And it's just a way to, again, to not lowball, underestimate somebody with a bad iconage. So interesting requirement stat there, but there you go. Now, as a product of this, we will now be able to have a suggested team given to you. And again, this is also going to be interesting. How good is this feature going to be? Are they actually going to give decent teams? Are they going to give a garbage team that doesn't really work well? That is very complicated because I don't think stages are all that straightforward to figure it out. And so telling me that this took a year to figure out, honestly, that might be pretty quick, to be honest. Maybe AI is helping. Maybe, I mean, they've got a lot of data. So maybe that's just what they need to feed to figure out what's good or not. But very interesting. But yeah, going forward, we will now have this suggested deck available if your box can support it. So try it out. Really, and even for quests that you've cleared already, they will suggest it to you if you want to try it. Maybe it'll make your life easier. Who knows? But I am really interested to see how it goes. I looked at the website for all other updates. Nothing really too stand out. There was one or two that was like, oh, okay. But we'll talk about that in the rundown video when the update drops on the 4th of February. But speaking of a new event, we've got the Science Princesses here. We've got the 3rd series of these. We're gonna feature Ramses, Celsius, and Röntgen. Let's get going. First, we've got Ramses here in the fire element. She is a demi-human speed bounce with super minesweeper M, anti-wind, wood element resist, and long speed mode. And a reminder for what long speed mode does, that is a 50% speed boost for 2 actions for that character. On the gauge, you've got anti-warp and anti-speed downwall. For the strike shot speed power up, and all touch friendlies turn into accelerator mode for set turns with the bump combo of satellite, super satellite 8, and Chozetsu attack down blast. Now let's take a look at Celsius. I don't know, just with the name, having Celsius being a character is pretty awesome. I feel like guess we can look forward to Fahrenheit in the Science Princesses 5, 6, right? Balance, demi-human balance, anti-damage wall, super anti-warp, anti-magic circle, and power aura. Power aura, of course, gives you a 50% attack boost when the HP of the team, or I guess individually when it's in the individual stages, is at least 80%. On the gauge, you got super anti-speed downwall and soul steal, strike shot, speed power up, and before you sling, it will increase the rank of all items on screen, absorb them, and then go. Bump combo, super power drive, and attack down bomb throw. Last but not least, we've got Röntgen, and you can see all those X-ray guns she has ready to go. Even the skeleton photos in the back, right? Bounce, demi-human blast type. We've got super anti-gravity barrier, minesweeper M, anti-speed downwall, strike shot turn reducer. Remember that will reduce its own strike shot by 1 for each friendly touched, unique friendly. Bump for the gauge, you've got anti-block and defense charge. Defense charge is fairly recently new, right? This one will give the 3rd touch friendly unit a defense up boost. Strike shot is, and I'm guessing that she doesn't move, which is always a not great bump count, strike shot, but in the pointed direction that you fire, it will reveal all enemy weak points and increase their weak point effectiveness for a set amount of turns. We'll have to see if those multipliers are worth it for her to not move, but we'll see. Usually not. Bomb combo, quick charge shot, and Chozetsu 6-way wave. And of course, when we have a new event, we've got the paid pack available. One of those 3 new monsters can be yours, guaranteed, if you buy this. On top of that, you'll get 50 orbs. It is only 4,900 yen, so up to you if it's worth it or not. For the event characters, we've got Hitomio here. Pretty cool. We've got like a, kabuki themed demon, and then you got him in his normal form in the Ascension. And then we've got a horse with plata, and we've got a, I don't know, a devil succubus? I don't know. She has headphones on too. I don't know. Ramichi is gonna be, oh, it says it's a caster. A weather demon caster. All right, and with this event, we've got a bonus event going with it, Focus, Stay, Strike. And if you remember, there's going to be a pixelated version of a monster. You have to figure out who that monster is. For each stage you clear, you'll have a different portrait that you'll make progress on 2 times to get from level 1, 2 times on level 2, and then you'll be in the final level. They get more and more pixelated as you go on. But hey, you get some nice rewards out of that. Here are your rewards in the blue section on top. Those are your normal rewards that you get from the first 4 completions on each stage. Remember, right? 2 times on the first, 2 times on the second. Those will give you normal rewards. Once you get to that final hard stage, then you will be getting anything from the red zone there, which is not bad. Do note that the Waku Waku Min and the Miracle Min are rare items, which I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have the Dragon Gems, so I guess that's fine. But yeah, really nice reward. You got 4 Tokudamas. You even get a biscuit and an Erobero Bowl at the end, so always happy to get those. We are also getting a new invade quest. You got Boku Waya. Interesting. Interesting character. I'll leave it at that. But this is our new invade quest. Every time you clear the event quest, there's a chance that this quest will invade. Hopefully it's not stupid difficult like it was last time. I don't even know if I bothered finishing the last one because it's so annoying. Hard to say. But if you guys have been paying attention to the Taiwanese version of the game, they got this information released a little bit earlier. I didn't bother with it until they released it. I was actually expecting it to be talked about in the next news, and they didn't. So like, well, okay, I'll just wait until when they actually release it. We got Banko here, and Banko will be our next Oriental Travelers exclusive. She will debut on February 1st. Pretty cute base form though. I don't know, is her hair just floating with like the yin yangs, I guess. That's interesting. Here's her stats here. We got a Pierce Demi-Human Blast. We got Anti-Warp, Anti-Speed Down Wall, Anti-Transport Wall, Drone Breaker. I spelled breaker wrong. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Anti-Block and Low Enemy Inner Strength M, and that will give this character double attack, since it's an M, when there are less than or equal to 3 enemies on screen. Strike Shot is a power-up based on the number of wall hits, and then will perform a bash and a kick. So do you know what that means? You will only get 1 opportunity to hit a monster, and then it will do some static damage after that, which is always nice to do. Bump combos, you've got a bunch of Chozetsu lock-on shockwaves. Well, first in a Pierce weak point flavor, the second will hit all enemies and also Pierce. So pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. Now, is it worth it to chase after it? That's a problem, because there's a lot, let me say it again, a lot of junk in Oriental Travelers. There's a reason why it's so empty from my box, but it is hard to justify, especially since they haven't really culled the gacha there, right? It's just a lot of bad things. Like, if they can kick out a lot of the older ones, then slowly but surely it gets a little bit more attractive. But to go with that, we've got a new Cho Kyukyoku event. We're going to be featuring Fuki here in the fire element, and she is going to be a battle progress Cho Kyukyoku. We've had this before. If you don't remember, well, first she will have her own area in the stage select area in the game, and you can see that your progress is kept track based on your battles, not necessarily finishing the stage, but how far along you got for the battle. So even if you can't get to the end, don't worry. You might be able to, stack yourselves up there to get a max luck. If you are able to complete the stage, you will be able to pick up an alternate strike shot voice set for Fuki there. Now, what are the rewards? I said it's based on the battles. There are 6 battles in this stage, and you can see based on the battles you have completed, you will get that many stages. And these are additive. So if you get to battle 3, for example, you will get 6 copies of her in total for that day. If you get to the end, you are able to clear that stage for the day, you will get 21 copies of her, which means you just need 5 days to max luck her if you want. But again, you don't need to go to the final stage if you can't. You can still manage to do it with your in progress, not in progress, partial progress. You do get partial points, right? Do note that your progress resets every day at 4 a.m. So be careful about that. 4 a.m. Japan time. But again, don't be too discouraged if you can't get to the end. You still have a way to be able to get it up. And what do we have? We have the 1st to the 15th, so you have 15 days to that. So, what is it? 15 divided by 99 divided by 15. So that's about 100, right? So that's what? 7? Completion? Oh, wait, no, I'm not just. We have 15 days, right? So, yeah. If you just get at least 7, I guess 8 to. Yeah, 7 should cover you, right? So if you can get at least a battle 4, then you do have some leeway, like 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. That seems reasonable. You can do it. You can do it. All right, Jushinka Kai. We've got Shenong, and I'm going to use the Japanese name thus forward. Shino here is going to be our Jushinka Kai for the day. And there's a lot here. I'm sorry, it's a little busy. Let me know if it's too busy. But I personally always get mixed up with the strike shot turn related skills, so it helps me to replay what it actually does. So I don't mind doing it, but let me know if it's too messy. Super anti-damage wall, status effect recovery, strike shot turn reducer. We talked about that earlier, but strike shot turn charge that will help your friendly units. So the third touch friendly unit that you are able to touch will reduce their strike shot by count by 2. Super anti-gravity barrier, super mind, super L, and recovery M with 2 or more non-deities or 1 or more non-speed types in your team. Strike shot, power up, touched friendlies. Power up and then touch friendlies are powered up for a set amount of turns. And they did say on stream that she would be powering up to the level of Luna, which is very, very, very good. Getting a 2x bonus on that is very strong. I'm sure to this day it's still very strong. So that I do think makes her quite attractive as well. Bum combo, Chozutsu strike shot, turn reducer shot, as well as Bakuzetsu blast. And there will be a mission to watch a video for Banko and I think it's a Banko video, right? And on top of getting Banko's alternate strike shot voice sets, you will also get Shino's alternate strike shot voice sets as well. So it's just a mission, watch a video within the 6 days allotted there. You're good. And for those of you who are on the fence to pulling on on the Oriental Travelers, like I suggest, not a good gacha to pull. You do get the opportunity to do up to 10 free pulls because there will be a Tokudama quest. Each day starting from the 1st until the 6th of February, you will have this quest available. Do it. Easy. You'll get 2 Tokudamas each day. Save it up for that last day. Do a full 10 and hope luck is on your side. And then close Oriental Travelers and just don't worry about it. Forget it. If you can't get it in 10 free pulls, well, if you really need somebody in there, but I already went over it, so. Okay, so we'll just go over this. We have the Monpa 10th anniversary event, which of course is on the 11th, a Tuesday. Remember that certain stage being on a Tuesday being a little weird? It's probably for the zone. I'm sure it is for the zone. So we'll have an event where they play that. But as part of this event, they are going to have a gacha available, and the voting will be available right now, where you get to choose which 15 monsters get a rate up on this. And so this is a vote by the people, which of course maybe is not always the best thing, but the top 15 voted monsters will be able to get a rate up on that gacha. You must have a Google account to make this vote, and also in the asterisk at the very bottom, it says that Cho Jushinsai, which the music you can hear right now, the Legends, Geki Jushinsai, Guardians, or Oriental Travelers, I don't know why they would cut them out, are not going to be monsters that can be picked for this gacha, but you have all of the elemental ones. And I don't know, it looks like, right, that's Nightmare Alpha there, so maybe we do get alpha monsters too. So maybe it's able to chance to pick out the ones that are in really bad gachas, but I don't know. We'll have to see if this gacha is worth it or If you play Monst Stadium, they will have a new ranking event. So if you want to take on, I don't even remember her name right now, but if you want to take on her stage, you can do that and fight against everybody in Monster Strike. If you like the music, the official soundtracks for Masamune and L are also going to be available starting the 31st at midnight Japan time. And that is it. We've got a bunch of things coming up. You know, biggest thing is just don't forget to do those Otokudama quests. Just get those free chances at the Oriental Travelers and forget that. Maintenance on the 4th. And yeah, I think that's good. So, news February 6th, same time as usual. And here are next week's lucky monsters. And yeah, I know I owe you guys a video for going over your comments. I swear I haven't forgotten, but I just have not. I have been distracted with other things that have, have been nice to distract myself with. So, found a new, Balatro, right? Now, what if there was a mahjong version of that? Ao Tenjo, lots of fun. I have already spent tens of hours on it, more than I should have, honestly, but it is a lot of fun. It's hard, but it's a lot of fun. So I will admit I have spent a lot of my free time on that, and I can't blame myself, but I haven't forgotten about you guys. I am sure I will get that video out. At least take that video by the end of the weekend. That's as late as I want to do it. So I swear I'll do it. Anyways, if you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button, subscribing, commenting below. ENG Monst on Discord, on X/Twitter is where you can find ENG Monst, and then link to the server is in the description below for Discord. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Until next time.